Hi and welcome to this reading. This is a special reading on a specific subject today, and that is I resent where I am in life. So this reading will be designed to explore that emotion and help anyone who's feeling this way to process the energy and move into the flow that will allow for more blessings in life to come in. Because when we're sitting in resentment for where we currently are and feeling like we wish we were better than we are, like our lives were different, like we had more than we have, or whatever, we keep ourselves stuck and we stop the blessings from coming in. So it's important to get the energy moving on this subject. So let's flip over the cards and we'll walk through this together. So we've got Strength, the Eight of Swords, and Justice. Really cool. We've got One Step Ahead is all you need. Gentle Penetration. Azim. Sharing of yourself. Daydream. Obsession. Trust your faith. Dive into the unfolding journey. What is your faith asking of you? And Grandmother of Love. Granddaughter of Life. So because the Grandmother of Love card is so relevant, I'm going to read a little bit of it. It says, "You're an old soul with much wisdom in you. You know how to learn from experience and grow stronger and more loving, even through life's challenges. Trust yourself and life. You are growing now towards your divine destiny. It is not what you have done that matters. It is what you do now. It is not who you believe yourself to have been that matters. It is how you choose to be now. If you have been punishing yourself in any way for a decision you have made in your life or for some perceived failure or other, adopt a more soulful perspective. Ask yourself what can be learned, what can be forgiven, how you can love instead, and then move on gently, firmly, lovingly, just as the child naturally moves on from infancy to the next stages of life. Give yourself permission to wobble. In the bigger scheme of things, those wobbles, as humiliating or challenging as they may seem in the moment, shall only be a small part of your chapter in the greater story of your soul. You are growing into something you've not done before. This is brave. Be proud even of your stumbles, for they are part of your success, and you have great potential for success in this lifetime, so go on and grow." So for some of you, I'm getting the sense that you're being really hard on yourself, like you might be really young and you might be feeling like you've wasted your life so far and you're really upset about that. And I feel like this is going to resonate with the collective because of just the planetary movements this year of Saturn into Aquarius and Uranus into Gemini. I feel there's multiple planets that move this year, but there's all this motion towards kind of freeing ourselves from other people's junk, like other people's influences, other people's karma, the overgiving, the codependency, all that kind of energy is really being called forward at this time, especially right now as we're in Chiron retrograde. All these planets that are in Aries right now, everything's asking us to focus on ourselves and invest our energy in ourselves. And as the energy shifts in this direction, it's like we're all feeling the ways that we've wasted our time and energy so far in life. And it's natural to have a moment of feeling resentful and frustrated and angry. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I would really guide you to just feel it, journal it out, paint it, whatever you do. Just express that emotion that you're feeling rather than having it get stuck in you, and speak it out. Recording yourself talking might be very helpful. I do that often and I find it very cathartic. Talk to ChatGPT, talk to a friend, just do something to get that energy moving. It doesn't have to be something you push away or deny. It's just name it, acknowledge it, and express it. But yeah, I feel like for some of you, it's like you're really taking this moment in time and blowing it up out of proportion. This is not, the rest of your life is ahead of you. Things aren't over yet. There's a lot ahead of you. even if you're starting from nothing, like you've lost a lot, you've had your life raised and you're starting from zero, this reading promises that you just need to get the energy flowing a little bit, just one step, and everything starts to move. A few of these cards here speak about just trusting the unfolding of the journey and trusting in the timing and just really zooming out. I feel like really just emphasizing that zoom out thing, because we can get so wrapped up in the moment that we're experiencing and the reality that we're experiencing, and we can become obsessed with it, with this Andric obsession card. It's like we become so obsessed with physical reality, and it can make us feel so stuck and so small. You know, the Eight of Swords is I feel like next to strength, it's like you're somebody who feels like you're so strong, you've got so much to offer, you're so wise, and you might have spent a lot of time healing other people's issues, dealing with other people's problems, and now it's like you've exerted all this energy out of yourself, and now it's time to invest in you, and it's like you don't even have any energy left. And it's very frustrating to be this character who feels so big, so strong, who has given so much, who has been through so much, and to be in a reality that feels so stifling and small. But your ways to just, you know, the reality doesn't matter. It's with the Eight of Swords, it's what you feel like you're stuck in is making you feel the way that you feel. You're not actually stuck. It's the external reality that's making you feel bad about yourself. So one of the first steps for you is to detach from your reality, to stop looking at your reality as your external validation of how you're doing in life, and to look for evidence within yourself of how you're doing. So for a lot of us that are struggling with this issue right now, it's like we have been looking at reality far too long as an indicator of ourselves and how we're doing in life. And if we can stop doing that and look at our own strength and our own awesomeness and how far we've come internally, it really doesn't matter if the reality hasn't caught up yet, because we are the manifester of our reality, and it emanates from who we are, from our current energy and out. So it truly does not matter where you've been, who you've been, what your current circumstance is. You are this badass, big, strong soul. And the current reality that's keeping you feeling like you're small and you're sapped of resources and you're not getting anywhere, it's just, you just kind of like a jacket that you just need to throw off. It's not you. It feels like as soon as you do this, you know, justice following the Eight of Swords, like things balance out, and one step ahead is all you need. It's just, there's just one, you know, one little bit of momentum of energy that if you get things moving, everything will just follow. So I feel like part of us, you know, when we're feeling this way, we want something big to come all at once, and we want it now. And what this reading is saying is that everything is coming. It's just coming as a journey. It's coming step by step. That doesn't mean it's going to take 40 years. That means just start somewhere and watch the energy start to come in. Watch your returns start to show up. You might, you know, be so resentful that you're not even starting to move. And it's like you have to open a door in order for your blessings to come in. So some of you, it's like you're not even opening the door. So how are the blessings going to come? And you're not opening the door because you feel like something big should be coming for you right now to kind of rectify everything that you've been through. But that's not what the guidance is here. And then other ones of you with the Azem card. This card speaks to how there are lots of options and potential paths open to you, and you're having trouble focusing just because there are so many things you're good at. There's so many things you might like to do. So I'm just going to read this a little bit. Creative souls with numerous abilities and potential paths available to them can at times become overwhelmed with possibilities. In the quest to accomplish grand designs and expand further, one may get caught up in the dream and sometimes lose sight of the underlying core mission. Seek sacred simplicity. Becoming clear about the fundamental purpose and meaningful intention will support you in making choices that best honor your soul fruition, overcoming potential distractions. Release excess to ensure swifter progress towards your real, heartfelt goals. With a practical plan that stays true to your soul's values, you will make exceptional progress and earn juicy rewards. So what this is saying is also, you might feel like spreading yourself thin at the moment because you just don't know where to go, and you've got a lot of options. Like, going back to that strength card, it's like, that's you. You are this big badass soul, and you have a lot to offer. You've got a lot of gifts. You've got a lot of directions you could go. The tendency when we're trying to start is to look in all these different directions and kind of throw ourselves everywhere. So some of you might be doing that. And the guidance here is to take some time to get in touch with yourself and your true values. Like, what is really important to you? What do you want to invest yourself in this life? Where do you want to go? What do you want to achieve? Taking the time to ask yourself those questions. So let's pull some more cards to dive deeper and clarify what we have here. One thing I'm also just picking up on is the sense of like, mistakes are where we learn. Mistakes are where we earn our wisdom. The things that we don't do or are things that we, invest in that don't pay off. It's like we learn a lot from those experiences, and those experiences are not worth nothing. They are what creates like the laser sharp kind of focused alignment that we need, that brings the massive rewards. Okay, so your next cards are a swan and a crowd of crows. Across the waters. Anxiety isn't trying to limit you, but free you from a situation that no longer feels good. Creator water. And Song of Sangoma. So this is about your unique individual expression, your unique voice, flowing out your talents, whatever you're incredible at. It feels like you're connected to whatever this is. You know what you're good at. You know what you love to do. You're connected to your path. And yeah, we're building on that Eight of Swords with the anxiety isn't trying to limit you card, because it's like your life right now might be feeling uncomfortable. It might be cloistering you and pushing you in a specific direction. And Spirit is letting you know that this is on purpose. It's like these are the cement blocks that are guiding you on the road to get to the right place. And sometimes we have to rethink the restrictions that the universe gives us, because they are guiding us in the right direction. Where we may not see where we're going, the universe does. And the universe is guiding us there. And it doesn't always feel like loving, we're not following the fireflies all the time. Sometimes it does feel like the cement blocks on the sides, and it's because we are disconnected from our truth, or we are not following that for some reason. Maybe we're just distracted, or we're overgiving, or we feel obligated to something and we're ignoring our path and not meaning to. And so those restrictions come in that are our guiding points to help us get to where we really truly want to be. And the less you resent them and feel anxious and upset about them, the better. Don't take them personally. Don't make them be about you. So the reference to water into these cards is interesting. So I pulled one more card about that and got Sister of Shambhala shows the way. So that's interesting. It brings to mind the way water kind of flows in the river, and it goes where it's going. It doesn't get beaten up by obstacles or like the rocks in the way. It just kind of flows right around them. So this might be guidance for you at this time to be more water-like as you move through your reality, as you move through life, like not getting caught on the edges of things, but just flowing smoothly around, not taking anything personally, not internalizing any of what you're experiencing. Don't make anything about you and that you failed and that you're bad or you haven't done things correctly. Don't make anything about you. Just flow with whatever life is giving you. This is all really suggesting that there's a path for you that you're being guided towards. That's kind of the message that I feel like I'm synthesizing here, is that there's a specific direction for you. There's something laid out for you. There is a path laid out for you. It's just that the parts of you that are out of alignment are experiencing restrictions and obstacles and roadblocks and annoyances because the universe is trying to cloister you in a specific direction because you're resistant to going there. You're not able to just walk there yourself. So, and then, you might be getting frustrated and upset about those obstacles, and then that's just making things worse, right? So there's somewhere you're going. You're crossing a bridge. That's what these Across the Waters and Sister of Shambhala Shows the Way really speaks to. Is you're heading somewhere. And this is interesting because it feels like a new part of this reading that's kind of come up. So let's pull a few more cards. Your next cards are the Nine of Cups and the Two of Wands, the Guru. What do you really want? And Gates of Heaven. So this is very nice because I feel like all these cards are just kind of repeating what we've already got, but I can kind of speak them in new ways with these cards here. So the Guru, again, it's just like the reading is over and over acknowledging that you are this amazing, incredible soul. You have big energy, you have big desires, you have big talents, you have big gifts, you have big wisdom, you have a lot to share. That's what this, the Guru and these other cards, like you've had a few of these cards pointing to this sentiment of you being this big soul with all these amazing things to share. So it's just reaffirming, like, to hear it over and over again. Don't forget who you are. Remember more who you are, like tune in more to who you are than to what you're going through, what you have been through, whatever, because it feels like this is just reaffirming over and over that you are the emanator of your reality. And if you know how amazing and big and awesome you are, you can expect your reality to shift to reflect that in time. It might just be a few steps you need to take to get there, but just remembering the power of your soul, the incredibleness of your beingness, that you are the source. You are the emanator of what comes into your life. And it doesn't matter right now if that isn't reflecting you correctly, if that's not matching your energy correctly. You have the power within you to emanate your own amazing, incredible energy into the world and impact your reality and change it to become whatever you want it to be. Like you have the power. You are the source. You are the source. Like this message goes beyond how awesome you are in your talents and abilities and all that. It's like you literally are the spring from which flows your life. And if you can acknowledge how awesome and full and wise and strong you are, whatever's around you stops mattering, because you know that you will continue to manifest your own energy in the physical. Doesn't matter if you lost a bunch of stuff. It's like you will replenish, you will resurrect, your energy will call to it more. So just anchoring yourself in your awesomeness, in your sourceness, in your beingness, really feels like the center point of this reading. The other question is, what do you really want? And you've got the Nine of Cups there, which is the wish fulfillment card, followed by the Two of Wands, which is more about what direction are you going? So again, we already spoke in this reading about taking the time to distill your intentions for yourself and your life. What right now do you want? What direction are you going? What are the things that matter to you the most right now? What are the things you love the most right now? If I would suggest that you write a list of all the things that feel like they replenish you, that feel like they give you energy, that feel amazing to you, because it feels like you've got a lot of these things. You know a lot of what direction you want to go in. Perhaps you want to study something, you want to learn something, or you want to perfect a craft of yours. You know where to invest your energy. So focus on those things and think about your true desires in life, because I feel like there's a lot of influences, there's outside voices, social media, all these things that we see that dictate to us what life should look like to us and what our desires should be. but that really waters down and messes up our own connection to our desires. So take some time to figure out what it is that you really want. That's what Nine of Cups, Two of Wands, and this What Do You Really Want card are guiding you towards. So Gates of Heaven essentially speaks to how lower vibration energies might be around you at this time, and your job is to just transmute and process and move through and clear and ignore whatever you need to do. It's like this message feels like it's saying everyone's just trying to get to heaven. Everyone's just trying to get to peace. Everyone's just trying to get to happiness, whatever, wherever they're going. And there are all sorts of beings that will come and try to walk with you in that journey towards where they're going. And part of this is, forgiving those people for doing that. And for some of you who are feeling resentful about where you are in life because of people using you or bringing you down, it feels like a lot of you feel that way. You feel brought down by the people in your life or by the karma that you were born into or whatever it is. Just acknowledging that all energies are just trying to get to joy, peace, happiness, fulfillment, etc. And yeah, they are going to come and try to walk with you along your path to where you're going. And it really doesn't matter. Everybody's got their own selfish intent for themselves. That's the only way we can be, is self-oriented, is self-preserving. So we're all walking to our destination. And if other people have tried to use you to get to theirs, it's something that you need to forgive them for. Because we're all capable of mutually benefiting each other and holding hands and walking together in a beautiful way towards our destiny. It doesn't have to be this kind of dog-eat-dog, ugly world where we step on each other to get to where we're going. And you may have experienced some of that in your life and feel upset about it. So what you can do to pivot around that is to focus on how it could really look once the energy flips to the other side towards where you're going. It looks like people supporting each other. It looks like finding mutually beneficial friendships and partnerships, people that lift each other up and help each other go towards their destiny, not hinder. And I feel like you've had a lot of that already in your life that you can acknowledge and be thankful for. You might just have been focusing on the bad stuff recently. So it's a bit of a complex message, just to understand as well that there might be, external influences or these things getting in your space, getting in your energy. And there's a bit of a call here to remember who you are and distill your truths and get to the core of yourself. It feels like your energy is a little scattered. Like, again, I've said this earlier in the reading, it feels like you need to distill your energy. So alchemically, it's like this is the process of refining and just distilling to the true essence, getting rid of all the dross and all the stuff we don't need, burning everything away and getting to the pure essence of you. So that feels like what you need to do in order to get this energy moving. So now take a moment to look back at how you were feeling originally when we began this reading and feel whether your energy has shifted and whether you feel different. Do you feel like you have some direction? Do you feel like you know what to do now? Are you going to go off and do some journaling and figure this out? It feels like you have come back to yourself, you have come back to your energy and have a better sense of how to move forward. We're going to pull one more card to cap off this reading. You've got Lead Your Metamorphosis. So this is a really empowering message because it speaks to the fact that you have the power to completely shift everything around you. This is your sign, your affirmation that you are the leader of this big transformation that's right ahead of you. Don't be upset when life gives you lead, because you need lead in order to transmute it into gold. And it's funny because we just want the gold right away, but the joy in life is in the alchemy. It truly is. The joy is in the alchemical process. The joy is in the process of integrating your spirit as you walk through life and become more integrated with matter, as you begin to see your energy impacting your reality. It's a very satisfying journey to actually walk through and see the way that your power to create can impact reality. Like, who wouldn't want that? I know it feels like you just want the car and you just want the money and you just want the house and all that stuff. But it's like, you can have all that. You will get all that. Just walk the journey. And the universe says, here's your chunk of lead. You can make it into gold. You could even make it into gold very quickly. But you're just so upset about the lead in front of you that you're not getting anywhere. So it's your time to lead your transformation, to get in the driver's seat and to tell your universe, this is where we're going. Here I am now, this amazing, incredible being, and it doesn't matter what my reality is reflecting at me. That has nothing to do with me. I know my power. I know who I am. I know what I desire, and I'm going to move in the direction of all those things. And I'm going to focus on what I want and focus on what I want to achieve and let go of any defeated powerlessness energies because of the reality that's around me. I'm going to anchor in myself, anchor in my desires, and from there, the energy starts to move, and from there, you manifest your justice card. Okay, so thank you for joining me for this reading, and blessings on your journey.